An update on the oil change. The silicone gasket to the sump is a complete fail. Hard no, don't do this. I'll show you the silicone that I used. I checked it when I ordered it, it was 1/16 thick. It's too squishy. It needs to be harder than this, whatever the compound is that I've ordered. It's not for gasket material. It doesn't matter how much I tighten up these nuts and bolts, it's just not sealing the gasket. So I need to take the sump bolt out again and drain all the oil and hopefully save it, because it's clean, it's transparent, you know, it's not even dirty. So I'll try and save that oil. It was expensive. That was, you know, around 30 bucks worth of oil that I put in there, and I haven't hardly used it. So I did take it out for a nice longish run, 15 miles today. Still got a hell of a clatter off that engine with that loose, you know, the back and forth sideways movement of that big end. I don't like that. So it makes me think twice about taking it for the long kind of marathon journey that I was thinking of. So it's going to be a full court press to try and get the other engine rebuilt, I think. So that's what I'm going to concentrate on next. But meantime, just for day-to-day driving, I do want to take that sump bolt out, drain the oil out, take the sump off again completely, and just put the paper gasket back in with a good thick coat of Hylomar, the RTV, on both sides of it, and try and seal this up. It is a pretty crappy looking sump, so that's part of the problem, right? I feel as if I tighten these bolts anymore, I'm going to strip them. I think there's one that's stripped already, but I'll try and put it back together again, and hopefully with the Hylomar, the RTV, it will seal, right? So more to come later, but it was a disappointment that the silicone gasket just wanted to do a quickie on the goodies that I brought back from Scotland. A gift from my dad, the Austin 7 legend, Harry Law. The reason for cleaning out this little container will become apparent in just a second. So, what do we have? We have a good DK4 distributor. I think it's DK4, can't read it, but looks like Austin 7, so that's awesome. Remember, I've made one out of two before. What looks like a good Zenith 26 VA side draft carburetor. Old and oily, but looking pretty good. I hope you can see that. I haven't taken the bowl off or anything to check it out. Big thing is, I was worried about that conrod big end. You may remember, white metal, and one bit was worn off. You might be able to make out the white metal on this is super thick. I mean, jeepers. If that's the way it's supposed to look, all of those big ends are worn away to nothing. Anyway, the reason for this container is this is really neat, solid in there. I'm going to pour some old engine oil in that container and steep it. I might even put the carburetor in there as well. Right, so that's what you're looking at. Yeah, I'll put that so it's right over the big end bolt. I haven't put too much in it. I'm just going to put it right back in that container and recycle it anyway. The recycling yard takes old engine oil, thank goodness. So, you know, before I'm putting anything else in that, I'm just going to soak it in oil for a good while. Put this carburetor in there as well, it won't do any harm. It might do a lot of good. So, there you go. Both soaking in oil, obviously not the distributor. I'll leave this out and give it a good clean up, make sure the weights and everything are good. It's turning, it's spinning very nicely, and I did take the cap off and have a look. It's looking good inside as well. I'm almost certain that's a good Austin 7 distributor, even with a set of ignition leads, right? Awesome. $450 to buy this on eBay. I'll show you the other bits and pieces of distributors that I have also. My dad gave me two before, you may remember, but they were, one was knackered, another one was the wrong type, right? But between that and the one that was buggered in this engine, I managed to put one good distributor together. At least I thought it was a good distributor. So, with that soaking in there, we're not going to use that piston. I don't know what size that piston is. It's probably not a plus 20, I think it is. It's in this block that I've been working on. You know, the block over here. You'll remember that block, right? I think it's plus 20 in there. We can have a check at those pistons. But we'll take the one with the worn big end. Remember, these are Babbitt bearings, right? So it's quite a procedure and quite expensive to get them remetaled. So we're not going to remetal that. We're going to replace that conrod with the good metaling. This one that I'm soaking in here. So the whole point is just take that piston off, and hopefully we can free it all. It's all seized just now. Free it all, and then take that piston off of that conrod, reuse that conrod. Now obviously it's been remetaled. Will not fit this crankshaft. We don't want to fit the crankshaft, but my dad says what you do is you tighten it up till it's too tight, turn the crankshaft a little bit, you know, I guess just tight enough so the crankshaft will turn, then take it off, look at where it's rubbing, scrape it off, do it again, scrape it, do it again, scrape it. So you're scraping the white metal off, which is quite soft. There's actually a special set of tools for doing that. My dad said he was going to give me those tools, but we mutually forgot about that. So I'll see if I can get those tools on eBay, right? And I'll let you know, I'll show you what those tools look like. They shouldn't be expensive. They talked about a triangular curved blade, very sharp blade, and a circular blade, right? So that will be the next job, right? Is to take that conrod with the obviously shiny piece of, you know, conrod showing through the white metal. Take that one off, replace it with that conrod that's in the oil bath now, and then scrape the white metal, the Babbitt bearing, to shape for that crankshaft. I've never done this before, so it'll be an interesting experiment for me. The other three bearings didn't look great, but they didn't look as bad as that one with the bald spot, right? So we'll do this, and I'll put that engine together rapidly, because I actually think, you know, that side to side movement in that number 3 piston in the engine that's in the Austin 7 just now is doomed to fail. That's my. Everyone says that bolt that was in, you know, it fell out of the sump, is the small end bolt. I'm sure it's not, because it's way too small. However, that side to side movement does worry me. I took it for a nice long run today, 15 miles, it was fine. But it does have that rattling noise, right? So I'm worried about it, right? I'm not going to go 1100 miles in the damn thing with an engine that I've just got no confidence in, right? So I'm not saying this engine, when I put it back together again, is going to be any better. Maybe the third engine, the one that I've tried to get started all those number of times, I need to put this one together first. If it runs good, I'll put that on the test bed then, I'll switch them around, right? And I'll take that engine out that I couldn't get started and put it on the engine stand, and I'll do this dismantling thing with that as well. Over a period of time, I guess I'll learn about these engines, right? So more to come.